Okay. I think it's on. We're good.
Okay, so it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Sorry about the delays that you've had.
Well, I know I'm in the library using this laptop, so it's just I always feel like any glitches are always learning experiences. So I learned a few things. You can only use Internet Explorer or Chrome as browsers, for example. Things like that.
Good to know.
Um, yeah. So I'm interested. I happen to have this architecture degree, which I sort of went down this path that wasn't my strength. But so your fashion and industry, your fashion design is very
Yeah,
interesting.
my undergrad was in fashion design, and then I decided to do my MBA later on. I always knew I wanted to do the MBA because I felt like it would make me more well-rounded. But yeah, so we both kind of have a creative background in a way.
Yeah, I think it's a good combination. I think it's an unusual combination,
Mhm.
to have the art. So yeah, I think it's sort of lends itself to that broad connecting kind of design thinking.
Yeah, for sure. I was kind of hesitant in a way to do my MBA because I didn't know how many people would have a similar background to me, or if they would have a more traditional background going into an MBA. It made me a little hesitant, but I was like, you know what, I want to do it. So
Oh yeah, I think it's great. I think that for me the biggest challenge is the math in the economics. Um, so I feel like that's sort of can be what holds people up who maybe tend to be, on that creative side. But if you can handle the math, then it's great.
yeah, how far along are you in your degree?
I'm going to say halfway.
Yeah, are you doing a concentration?
Say that again.
Are you going to do a concentration?
You know what? I kind of was thinking I'm going to stay with the 36 credits, even though if I did a concentration, I would do the human resources. But I'm just looking at the credits and saying, you know what? Do I really need that extra class? Can I sort of, take those HR courses as my electives? So that's my thinking right now.
Yeah, that's a good plan. I think I'm going to do mine in digital marketing. I'm still on the fence. I'm like toying with like a project management one as well. I just did my project management course earlier this year, and it was interesting, however, a little tedious and repetitive. So I feel like
Oh,
digital marketing may be a little bit more in the creative line of things that I enjoy. But
yeah, it is a big decision. Definitely a big decision, even though to me the project management is broad so that you can actually include that digital marketing in it.
yeah,
So, yeah.
it's true. Are you from New Jersey?
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, okay. Nice. What made you choose Montclair?
I've been in New Jersey for a while, and actually, I'm a teacher right now, and I had my education degree from Montclair. It was local, but I happen to love Montclair.
Yeah.
Aside from my laptop issues today, it's sort of like home. This school, so
Oh, I like that. I've
yeah. What about you?
I've only lived in the States for 4 years now. My mom is American. My husband's Mexican, so my accent changed a lot. But I was raised in Kenya, and then I did my undergrad in England, and then I moved
In-
out here.
that's very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a big change. Even I would say like the university experience so far has been very different to university in England. There's just I don't know little changes that are I don't know significant that you notice enough. But I've been enjoying it a lot. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what the differences are. So, my mother's from Australia, so it's not England, but
It's
it
very
is that British sort of side to it.
yeah,
So,
definitely. Like all the Australians I've met that have come over to England. I feel like they're very similar. They kind of blend in as far as like cultural aspects go. So that's
oh,
very
that's it.
interesting. Where in
Yeah.
Australia?
Well, she grew up in Sydney, and I'm actually very much in touch with a second cousin who lives in Queensland.
Nice.
So I kind of, I get a lot of the culture through our text, our messages. Pretty
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
my sister went to university in Australia, and she loved it in Sydney, University of Sydney, actually.
Oh, nice.
So she's She dated an Australian when she was there as well. And she was, oh, you know, he's interesting. He's on the wild side.
Oh, that's
But,
funny. That's
yeah,
funny.
she liked it. But yeah,
Is she back now?
yes, she did her undergrad in Australia, and then she did her master's in England, and then she ended up marrying an American, and she lives in Wyoming right now.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not around the corner, but you know, visiting family in Australia, it's very expensive, a long trip. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's very expensive. That's one of the reasons why I chose England, because it's not that far from Kenya. And so family visiting me wasn't too bad. And I have family that lives in England. Whereas like when she was in Australia, it was such a task and a feat to do that, because she was so
Yeah.
far. But it's nice that she's in the States now, because the rest of my family's still in Kenya. I get to go drive up to Cheyenne every month or so and hang out with her and my niece, who I love. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's so great. That's good. That is good, because I know it. I mean, I keep thinking, should I go to Australia, because there's different issues going on with the family, you know, health, and one of my mother's cousins who, you know, I don't know how long, and I just know the challenge of trying to get over there. So yeah, I'm glad she's here. That's great.
Yeah, it's really
All right. Well, we definitely went past our minute. It's very interesting to speak to you, though.
Yeah, it was really nice talking to you and meeting you. This is actually quite a nice way to communicate.
Yeah, it is. I know. I think I'm going to use this. That might be one reason we were assigned to do this. So anyway, we're going to need a URL to send. I don't know, when you wrap up, you're going to have one on the YouTube?
Yes, I think it's located on, I don't know what you can see on your screen, but there's like a little links
Oh,
right down there. I think that's it. But I think the way I meant to do it is stop the broadcast and then copy that link and send it to him. I think that's how I do it.
I don't know, but when I looked at the video that he had to watch, she did click on the right bottom, but she was on her YouTube. And then what we have is when you submit, you know, any assignment, he wanted that. So, I mean, if you told me what the URL is, I could just put it on a Word doc and send it in, or
Let's see.
you could send it in. But I would say, you know, just type it into a Word doc and then submit assignment.
I'm just,
Well, I know it was on the bottom right corner of her YouTube thing, on the woman on the video.
I think that's probably what we need to do. Is I'm just following instructions as we.
Yeah, I don't think I have it. I think it's when you open your YouTube and then invited me, I think it's going to go onto your YouTube account.
Okay. All right. I think.
And you know what? If you don't get to it, don't worry.
No.
It's all good.
No, it's going to be fine. I'm glad that
I can't believe we got this far.
To do this. Yeah. All right. The only thing that I'm concerned about, I'm pretty sure I stop the broadcast and then it will save.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, then it was so lovely meeting you, and I'm glad that we managed to get it going.
You too. Yeah, you too. All right, we'll talk again. See you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.